hair is frizzy, which is totally on brand. I'm trying so hard not to be awkward. Why don't I have a thing on here for... I'm a redhead, and I'll probably be a redhead till I die. I think, yeah. Happy New Year! It's Richelle Catherine. Whatever you want to call me, just don't call me Rochelle, don't call me Raquel, don't call me Richelle. Any variation other than Richelle, Shell is the only acceptable one. Okay, period. Anyway, welcome to my channel. I'm, if you can't tell, hyper focused and concentrated on looking at this green dot so that I'm not looking like this. And hopefully I don't look cross-eyed, cockeyed, or lazy-eyed. Yeah, because if you're just starting YouTube, just like I am, this was much easier when I was 14 and just singing to myself, which, by the way, all of those videos are still on my channel, which is low-key kind of awkward if I'm being completely honest. But nonetheless, here we are. Welcome to my channel. This is gonna be all things image identity impact, which is the foundation of my business, Richelle Consulting, and we'll talk about that later. But I'm starting these videos because I've been talking about doing videos, doing YouTube since 2020. And we all know what happened in that infamous year. Okay, we're not even gonna get into it because I don't want YouTube marking my video to talk about Corolla. So to segue or to get myself more comfortable filming and being in front of the camera and like interviewing and like having guests, like essentially podcasting, I went live on Instagram every Tuesday and every Thursday, and I would pick Tuesday for one thing and Thursday for another thing, and I would have guests on and we would chat and we would talk. We would talk about their business, especially Black-owned businesses. I had a pretty good focus on that. And then aside from that, like I would just get on and just motivational speak, or give like inspirational speeches, whatever. Because if you don't know, I am a believer, and a lot of my conversation is based on my faith, or I wouldn't say it's based on my faith, but it definitely includes that God just comes up so easily for me. So that was just what I did, and it was my platform, it's my personal blog, so I just like to talk about those things, and I think it was really helping myself and other people that were connected to me just stay encouraged during the height of that time. So yeah, so ever since then, I've never stopped. Trust Him Tuesday. If you don't know what that is, you should definitely be following me on Instagram and TikTok, because I typically do a video. And I'm saying typically because sometimes they are behind. But I typically do videos to just give my reasons for why I trust God every Tuesday. And then other than that, I also do Sister Talks with Shell, which is just kind of like me and the girls. Okay, we right here with it. We have a conversation about relationships, self-development, professional development, and even just like self-care, just like anything pertaining to us, the girls. You feel what I'm saying? I talk about that on Sister Talks with Shell. So on this platform, of course, we're still gonna do all those things, and we'll probably insert a lot of that stuff on my podcast titled As Told by Shell. That's a whole other entity. But As Told by Shell is something completely different. It's not just the podcast. The podcast is a branch from the tree of graphic design stationery. I also started that in 2020. Technically 2019, but 2020, because that's when I started selling merchandise and selling my services from As Told by Shell. But anyway, on this platform, we'll talk about all that stuff, but we'll heavily be focused on inspiration, lifestyle. I will be vlogging and fashion. As you can see behind me, I have a part of my vision board. You can't really see it. I have it kind of cut off because one, I'm only 5'1", and I don't have a high enough chair to get me up to everything that's behind me, because I have a really cute eye light up there. Oh man, I was trying not to, hold on. That thing up there, isn't it cute? I love it. So anyway, I have part of my vision board here, but it's cut off because one, I'm too short, and second of all, it does have celebrity faces, and I don't ever want nobody hitting my videos up talking about, you gotta take this down because so-and-so's face is on here. I think it's Zendaya and Solange. I think that's it. And some designer brands, which I think you can see. Can you see that? No, I don't think so. Anyway, this is supposed to kind of be like a get to know me, and here I am not living in the green dot again. So this is like a get to know me video, kind of like an introduction to the channel. There are videos of me singing on here. I have to do this because I always tell myself, like, when I finally put my first video up, I would do this. Boom, 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 da, da, boom, 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 da, 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 I'm not trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my boyfriend. I just gotta know your name, and maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, just chill. This is like a feel good, like bounce, neo soul type of song. I love Music Soul Child. Anyway, comment below what you think the theme song and intro should be. What is my personality giving? Because I feel like most of the YouTube girlies, because they're like mostly aligned with like Black girl luxury, they're giving like these really good mashups and remixes. Like I watch a lot of Kyra Amanique, Annalise Face. Who else I watch? Maya Galore. Who else I watch? Mitch Santana. She's underrated. I love her. I stumbled upon her video because I was doing like the weight loss thing in like 2020, 2021. And she's just mad cool. Like I love her personality. That's really, I love her personality. And yeah, what's my personality giving? Like, is it giving Janae Aiko? Is it giving Kehlani? Is it giving the neo soul girlies like Jill Scott, Erykah Badu? Like, is it giving Ari Lennox, Summer Walker? Like, what are we thinking? Because I have to have a theme song. And as a matter of fact, I thought about just making my own, like having a jingle. Like, not necessarily a jingle, but I could sing my own theme song. I feel like that would be kind of lit. Like Being Niecy. I love her too. I've been following her since, oh gosh, like 2017, something like that. I don't even know. It's been a long time. The girls have been on YouTube for a long time, okay? Jackie Aina. These women, these Black women, I love these Black women, okay?
Black women.
So, oh, another honorable mention, Angel and Light. She's one of my Christian girlies on YouTube. And I just, she makes me want to cry. Every time I think about her channel and how I came across her and just like how I've interacted with her even on social media, she's just literally her name, Light. She's just a light, and I love that. I love that. Jaleesa Yvonne is another one of my believer YouTubers. Like, they just make my heart smile. What else is there like on this channel? We're gonna be talking about lifestyle. I'm gonna vlog. Hopefully I'm gonna travel soon. I have a couple story times, but this is not gonna be that kind of channel, because I don't want to fall into a box, and there's no way I could be in a box unless I put myself there. So let's just erase that mentality. What else? Fashion. I just do so much that I'm gonna put whatever on here, okay? But obviously, I'm just gonna be myself. And if y'all rock with that, then that's awesome. And if you don't,
oh, that's good for you, baby.
We can kind of talk about that too, because I kind of know why. So yes, I'm a 26-year-old single black woman from North Carolina, Durham, Bull City. I gotta do it. Period. I'm from Durham, North Carolina, born and raised. I've also lived in Charlotte, but that's a story time. That's full of story times, actually. I only lived there for a year, and barely that. I made it 10 months. Yeah, I made it there 10 months. Not saying I'll never go back, but it just wasn't the place for me at the time. But since then, I think I was 22. I think I was 22 when I moved there. That was 2017. 18. It was 2018. I moved to Charlotte, and that was a good decision at the time for me to get away from what I was messing with here. And then it just went downhill so fast. But essentially it fell downhill into my purpose. And it's been uphill ever since. Like, it's been a slow progression, but progress is progress. No matter how slow or fast or incremental it is, I'm grateful for it all. The journey has been a journey, and I'm embracing it. And I think that's probably been the most important thing that's come out of my 20s, is just like really learning how to like just be along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for anybody's ride. I'm talking about God's ride. But sometimes God just has you on a roller coaster, and he wants to see if you're gonna raise your hands and scream and have a good time, or if you're gonna be stiff and hard and try to like keep it all together and just act like nothing bothers you, nothing's affecting you. I'm along for this ride, and it really has been a ride, and I think it will continue to be a ride, because I'm just like one of those soldiers, you know? I think I'm just like that kind of person when it comes to like how God does my life. But all in all, I'm grateful, and I've learned so much. Like I said, I'm 26. I turned 27 in 3 months, literally April 7th. I just think that's kind of exciting. I always thought 27 would be like the big one for me. Like 25, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, quarter of a century, whatever. But 27, like, since I was a kid, I don't know, there was something about 27. And I need to talk to the Lord about that. Like, maybe I should fast the month leading up to my birthday to really find out what it is in 27 that he wants me to like focus on and come to terms with, understand. I don't know, child, but 27 has always been important to me for a reason, and I want to know why. I'm just saying. So yeah, my life has been blessed. What else is there about me? I'm fun employed right now, and have been since the end of September, which is a whole other story time we'll talk about, because I was also fun employed literally the same time in 2020. But that has been, again, life has been a journey, and I've learned so much from all of it. It's been a little rough, but not as rough as it has been, and not as rough as it could have been. Oh man, God is so good. I've just done so much with my life. I've worked with kids. I was a cheer coach. I've been a teacher. What haven't I done? What haven't I done? And God has seen me through it all. So this channel is just going to be a mix of everything, but I think you should stick around mostly because I've been talking about how good God has been to me and how I've been able to see him in all the good and the bad. I don't know. I think somebody needs to hear that. So if you're like me, I think we'll get along. I think we'll have a good time. Yeah. And if you need a new internet friend, hey. I'm here. I need more friends in general, more internet friends, especially. Like, I'm not above having long distance friends. I love my long distance friends. Like, I met so many of my internet friends in 2019 and the beginning of 2020. I'm just like trying to give details about myself so like you guys can kind of get a feel of like what I'm about. I'm in my Brax girl era, if you can't tell by the lashes. And even the vision board is kind of giving Barbie / Brax. I'm super into magazines. I love to write. I'm gonna write a book. And maybe I should be saying things on here so that I can actually live and walk by faith and actually complete these things that I'm talking about, that I'm thinking about, and you guys can kind of help hold me accountable to them. But I'm a writer. I've written for multiple digital publications. I've just done so much. I'm gonna be teaching y'all so much. Like, I have so much. I have a whole notebook full of content ideas and like so many things that I could share with y'all and teach y'all. Just like things that have helped me in my creative journey, in my business from Richelle K Consulting. There's just a lot that I could teach. With Richelle K Consulting, I've done everything from content creation, brand and social media management, image consulting, style consulting, because the two are very different to me. E-commerce and merchandise planning. I've done that for like boutiques, people who like own any kind of e-commerce site. I feel like I should share all the things that I've done so that if people have questions or I can help people in any kind of way, that's what I live to do. Like, I just love that. I love helping, especially young adults and youth, just like figure out the path for their life. And it's not so much like figure it all out so that there's like nothing else you ever have to learn about yourself, but it's just like getting to the core of who you are, like your image, your identity, which all in all affects the impact that you have on the world, and it impacts your life just on your own, like as an individual, like the things that you identify with and how you present yourself help you see you for who you're supposed to be, you know what I mean? So I put all of that into my business in Richelle K Consulting, which is why I say like I had taken the title image consulting, because I didn't want people to associate me or put me in a box with just like, oh, you're just a stylist. Like, no, I do everything. I clean closets. I help you organize your closet. I help you style a capsule wardrobe. I help you, style for specific occasions and events. Like, but in the midst of doing all of that, I'm helping you find out what matches your personality, what matches your character, what characteristics make up a Leo. You know what I mean? Like, I'm such a studier and an observer of people, and that comes as a result of me just like having discernment and just loving people. Like, I love to talk, obviously, and I just like to know deeper than the surface level. I'm a pretty vulnerable person myself, and I like for people to know more than just what they see on the outside, especially more than what they see on social media, because those are milliseconds in comparison to the hundreds of thousands of days that we all live. So yeah, I put my all into helping people just identify and maybe even establish an identity that they're proud of and want to share with the world, whether it's through their own personal blogs, through their businesses, whatever. So yeah, I'm passionate. That's just who I am. But anyway, so yeah, here I am slouching again. Anyway, so I'll also be singing on here, as you saw earlier, and I'll just be sharing everything that I can. And if there's anything in particular you can think of that you want me to do a video on, talk about, even have a guest on to talk about, please comment it down below. Comment down below what it is, and let's talk amongst ourselves. Like, this is just a conversation. Like, we chilling, we having a good time, we're getting to know each other, we're helping each other out, we're networking. Like, I really want the girls to network in my comments. Like, nothing would make me prouder, make me happier than y'all making friends and us just like building that community and having a circle of women, and some fellas I'm sure are going to be on here too, who will just make friends and like get to know people, and we're just gonna do it all here. We can do it all. Why not? So welcome to my channel again. My name is Richelle Catherine. Thank you so much for checking me out. Make sure to follow me on all social media platforms except Twitter. I mean, you can, but it's private. But follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok especially, and you can probably find me on Facebook. But I'm so glad that you decided to tune in, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye! That was fun while it lasted.